Hello, my name is Jill Wallace Mays. This is my Cultural Roots project for my Social and Cultural Influences on Learning class at Angelo State University. I was born December 16, 1967 in Amarillo, Texas. I am the younger of two children. This is a picture of my mother, father, brother, and myself. As you can see, we are a homogeneous family. My family owned their own business, and my mother was a stay-at-home mom until I entered middle school. I was raised in Clarendon, Texas, a small town in the Texas Panhandle. Clarendon's population was predominantly white. The next largest ethnic population was African Americans, and we had a few Hispanic families. The town was still segregated. I can remember most of the African Americans lived across the tracks, the railroad tracks that ran through our town. I don't remember thinking anything about this at the time, but subconsciously it had to have made a distinction in my mind. My father was raised in Clarendon, and my mother was raised an hour away in Childress. All of our extended family either lived in Clarendon or were very close. We got together frequently. I always had a sense of pride in my family and where I came from. My mother began taking college classes at our local junior college when I was in third grade. She loved history. At a young age, my family began taking family vacations every summer, and she would tie her history knowledge into our vacations. I learned all about the Indians that lived in the different areas of Texas we would visit. She and my father loved the history of the Alamo, and I don't know how many trips I have made to San Antonio. I have even been to Brackettville where the movie The Alamo was shot. Another very important part of Southern history was slavery. I have visited many plantation homes in Louisiana. It became a love of my parents to visit these old homes. I was always taught the history of each place we visited. I can remember as a child not understanding how people could be so dumb to think black people were different than white people just because they had a different color of skin. It never made any sense to me. Our vacations gave me an appreciation of what others had gone through throughout our history. While attending school in Clarendon, my close friends were all white. It wasn't planned that way, but my class didn't have students of other ethnicities. This changed when I moved to Brady. My sophomore year of high school, as I moved to Brady had a much larger Hispanic population. I had many good friends who were Hispanic and a few who were African Americans. This is when I really began to experience the difference in cultures. After graduating from high school, I attended Texas A&M University. I graduated from A&M in December of 1989 with a degree in secondary education. I chose to do my student teaching in San Antonio and taught for 6 years at a middle school in Northside ISD. I credit Sam Rayburn Middle School with my true cultural education. Our campus population was predominantly low socioeconomic Hispanics who spoke Spanish at home and English at school. My experiences with the students at Sam Rayburn Middle School taught me how important it is to value the students' cultural heritage. This was critical to making a connection with my students. I learned the dynamics of their family structure, their strong value in family, and as a culture, and also the fact that as a religion, most practice Catholicism. I was interested in the parents' perspective on education. I was raised with the expectation that I would attend college. Most of the families I worked with felt that the goal of receiving a high school diploma was enough. I tried to encourage my students to go on with their education after high school. My experiences teaching in San Antonio prepared me well for my teaching experience in Brady. I encourage my students from all cultures the importance of planning for their future and that each one of them have a potential to further their education after high school. If you have a dream, you can reach it. I have thoroughly enjoyed this class and the knowledge I have gained through the readings I have done in our class discussions. I have a deeper appreciation of how An individual's culture influences their learning experience. We must remember this when teaching our multicultural classrooms. I believe we still have a long way to go in our society before all cultures feel appreciated and valued. I am only one, but I will do all I can to make the right connections with the multicultural families I have the opportunity to serve as a counselor.